Hey you guys, happy Sunday. It's Keoshia from KeoshiaBudgets. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. If you guys enjoy these videos, please give them a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me. And without further ado, let's just get into today's video. All right, you guys, happy Sunday. And welcome back to another weekly budget video. So if you guys are new here, on Sundays I like to set up my weeks as sort of kind of part of my Sunday reset. I like to balance my budget and then go through my cash envelopes and see what I need to unstuff that I didn't use cash for, end up using my card. So I'll stuff it out of my envelopes that I like to stuff cash in, and then we'll do our 100 envelope challenge, and then we'll also unstuff like from our sinking funds or anything like that if we have to, and then we replenish our wallet for the week. So at the beginning of every month, I pull out all the money for all 4 or 5 weeks in the month, and then I keep it here at home, and then I stuff it here instead of having to go to the bank every single week just to stuff my envelope, just to cut down all of the bank time and stuff like that. I do work a job from 7:30 to 4, so most of the time when I get off, the bank is closed, and I have to do a lot of my banking on Fridays and Saturdays, and it's just a little bit more convenient to me to do it once a month versus once a week. And then also I use prop money for that reason as well, for like my sinking funds and stuff. So I do a lot of just transferring internally from bank to bank versus pulling money out, putting it back in. It's just way too much for me, but to each his own. So just give you a little thing. So let's go ahead and get started with my weekly wallet. So this week we really don't have that much to unstuff. We only have one thing to unstuff, so that's why I don't have my iPad here. Usually I have my iPad and I write down everything that I need to unstuff from all the different categories, but since we only have one category, there's no use bringing out the whole iPad for that. It's not necessary. So fuel, this is what I need to unstuff for $21. It was like $20.17 that I spent at the pump one night when I went to go pick up my daughter, and they weren't open, so I couldn't use cash. But you can still use the pump if you have a credit card or something like that. So I used my card, and so I owe myself $20.17, but I rounded up to $21. So this is going back to the bank. So that's fuel and dining out, y'all. Can you believe it? I used no money in dining out this week, like not a cent. Like, I am so flabbergasted. I did go out to lunch with one of my old bosses. He used to work I worked for him for like 9 years before two positions before the one I have now. And he ended up paying for lunch, so I didn't have to spend any money. So we have $50 left over from dining out. I'm so excited because y'all know it has been real trying to fill up this 100 envelope challenge for the last couple of weeks. But I stayed my butt in the house this week, and I didn't do nothing extra, nothing. So I'm really proud of myself. So then for personal spending, I also didn't spend any money, so that's $25 there. So that also goes into that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and see if we have a $75 envelope, which I don't think we do because I think we used it already. Isn't that something? I swear I'm never going to be able to do this. 20, 40, 60, 75. I think we already used the $75 envelope. But let's check our little thing here. It says we didn't, so let us pray that we didn't use 75 yet. 69, 72, 73, 74. We didn't use 75. Okay, great. Yay. We don't have to do no finagling this week. So we're filling up $75 today in our 100 cash envelope challenge. I made all these little envelopes myself and put the little stickies on them so that they're reusable. So we have $20, $40, $65, $75 going into the 100 envelope challenge this week. So exciting. I still have not reorganized this box or put them in any type of order that they're supposed to be in besides the ones back here, but it is what it is. So there we go. $75 is stuffed for the week. We love to see it. So now we're going to stuff our envelopes for the week. These are usually the 3 envelopes I carry the most. And I put my money in these binders here. So we're going to go ahead and go into personal spending. So personal spending gets $25 every single week, and we have $25 left for the next week. And I think we're about to come up on a 5-week. I need to go and check it out and make sure I have enough money for the next month, or if I'm gonna say, hey, you're just gonna do what you got, girl, for the 5 weeks and the 4 weeks. I haven't decided yet. I think last time I didn't plan for the 5 weeks or even put any extra money in there. I just had what I had, so we'll see. We might have to still do that, because unfortunately I just found out yesterday, y'all, when I say money troubles be money troubling, okay? I found out yesterday my daughter didn't get the same amount of grant money that she got last year. Last year I think she got like $3,050, which I think is the max. This year she only got like $2,100. So instead of owing $1,400 for her undergrad, what'll be left over, I think me and her dad are gonna owe $2,000 a piece. Oh my God, he's gonna freak out. I don't know what he's gonna say, but we're gonna might have to do a payment plan. We might have to pay what we have and then do installments for the rest of it. I don't know yet. I hate that, but at least I'm ready for next time. Hopefully 20, 40. So we have $50 in dining out this week, and that leaves us with $50. I know it's because I make way more money than I used to make, 20, 45, 50. And I had just gotten like a huge raise to bring me up to where I'm supposed to be with the rest of the team at my job and all the other coworkers. So I think that took a real account. They was like, yeah, you got more money, pay less. And so it is what it is. So we'll have to figure that out. We don't have any more grocery money because we spent it all. Well, actually, we still have $18 left, but I have that in my wallet. Fuel is going to get $45. So we have $45 left. So 45 fuel. Oh, I forgot about household, you guys. I actually do need to take out all of household money because I went and finally got all of the laundry detergent, some cleaners, some dishwashing liquid and stuff. So I do need to take this to the bank. So that's actually $46 I need to take to the bank. Household date night still has $199 in there. Maybe one day I'll put $1 in there. And then Jalen still has $100 in hers. So that is the binders. So here are my envelopes for the week. Maybe we'll do good and not spend any personal or dining out this week. I doubt it though. But we might not because we actually don't have a lot to do today. So now we have take to the bank $20, $45, $46 to take to the bank and deposit. And I'm just going to put that back there. So yeah, there wasn't much to our weekly stuff in this week. I'll let you guys know what we're going to do about her tuition. Like I said, it's always something, but that's why I'm trying to budget. So when I have these hiccups and these problems, and when prices change and tuition goes up and funding goes down, I'll have like a buffer in between there. And I don't know why I was thinking it would be exactly the same as last year. I just assumed she would get the same amount of money, and I didn't even pay any attention that she didn't. So there we go with that. Always some unexpected stuff. But we're going to do a payment plan, and that's just going to be it. We're just going to pay the money on the payment plan. We're not going to worry about it. Start saving for the next semester, $2,000 once we hit this one, and then just go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's stuffing, and I hope you guys are gonna have an amazing week. And just remember, if you fall back on your budget, if you fall back on your spending, you can always start over. It's never the end. I've started over plenty of times. I've even started over on this budgeting several times. So just know that as long as you don't completely stop, it's not a failure. As long as you you fall off, you get back on. It's always still a success story. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.